There is a sign at the Kirk Ridge Retreat Center in Pennsylvania that says, "Picket and pray." Today, we are in a time of protest and pandemic. Another African American has been shot by the police. The rights of women are at stake. The leaders of our nation have abandoned the environment. The times are ripe for protest. The times say we cannot sit idly while the world is destroyed, while injustice is perpetrated, while racism is rampant. We cannot resign ourselves to the evils that we deplore. We must protest and pray. And we need wisdom in our responses to the injustices and evils of our time. Howard Thurman knew about prayer and protest. He was a prophetic healer. He influenced Martin Luther King, who carried one of Thurman's books with him during the height of the civil rights movement. Thurman believed that mystics are called to social action, that when you encounter God, you're called to be a world changer. When you have a direct experience of the holy, you're called to challenge anything that prevents others from experiencing God in their lives. You're challenged to tear down the walls that prevent people from experiencing their full humanity, especially when these walls are the result of human decisions or human apathy. Thurman believed that protest was essential, but that protest must be prayerful. That's at the heart of his book, Jesus and the Disinherited, which King carried with him. Mysticism doesn't mean passivity. Prayerfulness does not mean apathy. In fact, the mystic Amos challenged the religious leaders of Israel, demanding justice for the poor. And Jesus overturned the tables in the temple, protesting against injustice against the poor and a religion based on power and money and complicity with the Romans. Yes, prayerful protest can get us into good trouble. But prayerful protest is a source of guidance. It helps us see the larger picture. It helps us go beyond hatred for the oppressor, even as we challenge the oppression. Prayerful protest, contemplative challenge, enables us to see the holiness of those whom we challenge, yet keep the heat on, whether in Congress or in the city streets. It reminds us that those in power can lose their soul, and that when we protest against injustice, we are protesting for the soul of America and the soul of the oppressor, as well as for those for whom we protest. Prayerfulness reminds us of our moral limitations, our spiritual limitations, and delivers us from the binary in and out, yes and no, saved and unsaved, win and lose. And so Howard Thurman, the great prophetic healer, says, challenge injustice. See with the eyes of Jesus. See the holiness of everyone. You may protest harder, but your protest will be large-spirited, embracing friend and foe alike. Protest and pray.